This concept of the eternal now, it's actually somewhat controversial. And in the book that Terry Hunt and I wrote, Ancient Wisdom for a New Age, we have a lot of hot button topics in here. And the concept of the present moment being all there ever is usually does draw up some controversy. We explicitly say that the past didn't exist and the future won't exist. So take that for what you will. But as you become more absorbed in your meditation practice, you will have a different perspective on what time means and what time is. Is it real? Does time actually exist? Or is it a man-made construct? Like marriage. I'm just kidding. So some scientists say that time is a made-up idea of how to measure something, but we really can't explain what time is. Now, quantum physicists talk about the arrow of time, which appears to move in one direction. Well, the cutting-edge scientists today are actually talking about how the arrow of time could actually move in different directions, backwards, and it could move up and down, meaning different dimensions, not even through the physical dimension. Eckhart Tolle is one of my favorite spiritual teachers, and he talks about there being two kinds of time: clock time and psychological time, and one of which is necessary to operate in the world, one of which causes suffering. Clock time and psychological time. I do want to read something that is somewhat button pushing from our book, Ancient Wisdom for a New Age, and then we'll meditate. Time is not a continuum consisting of past, present, and future. It is a single point, which is now. This point is eternal. It is all there is, and that is why it's so powerful. As one teacher expressed it, time is the sequence of the states of consciousness as registered in the human brain. It is therefore a physical event. So I'm going to read that one more time. Time is the sequence of the states of consciousness as registered in the human brain. It is therefore a physical event. So it doesn't say anything about other life forms experiencing time. This teacher is saying it's the sequence of stages of consciousness registered in our brain, and only because of that event, our processing, our perception of the sequence of stages of consciousness, it is only therefore a physical event. What that implies is, in the other realms of existence, when we meditate and when we access our higher self, there is no time. Time is only physical. It's only in the physical world. I've shown our charts of the koshas many times, and the physical realm is only 1/7 of existence, 1/7. The other 6 layers of reality don't have time. Time and space don't exist the same way. Now, this is a little bit, can you imagine living in an existence where time doesn't exist, where the eternity of everything that has ever happened is accessible right now? Well, the yogis have been teaching that for years. When we achieve samadhi and our consciousness leaves our physical brain and we access our true self, all of existence is accessible there. Yeah, me too, Christine. In the higher realms, or rather the inner realms, to think of a thought is to manifest it. To imagine an environment is to be there. To feel the energy of a loved one is to experience it right then, right now. That's all there is in the inner planes. The physical world is here to give us a medium for experience, to learn things, to grow through. And the brain can only register, a sequence. It appears that there's a continuum of time, but in the other realms there is not. Anyway, I can go on and on. It's time for us to meditate this morning. Let's allow these concepts to percolate. Let's bring ourselves into the present moment. Because otherwise you're living fake. Fake living. It's not real. If you live in the past and if you live in the future, we're diminishing our power. Yes, it's controversial, and no, don't believe me. Actually, I should have started the conversation by saying, don't believe a word I say. Just hear it. Use your own life as a laboratory. The results may be favorable. They may be shit. So don't listen to me. All right, please sit tall. Okay, shoulders relax. Crown of the head grows towards the sky. Be here now, be present. As you deepen the breath, develop an awareness of your inner body. Be very inquisitive as to how the lungs are operating. The structures that facilitate the breathing process. Constrict the throat, feel vibration in the windpipe. Intend for the muscles in the pelvis to relax. So one of the best techniques to bring us into the present moment is to heighten our physical senses. Let's start with our tactile awareness, the skin. So very simply, just bring your awareness to the surface of the skin. And as you breathe, trace the outline of your physical body with your mind. Without moving, just be aware of the physical barrier, the membrane that clothes our flesh and bone and muscle. Keep the breath deepening and smoothing. Make the inhale and exhale even, refined, gentle. Bring your awareness to taste, the tongue, the mouth. And try not to label anything. Don't place any judgments or any opinions on any of this. Just witness. Now turn your awareness to the olfactory receptors, the nerves in the nose that sense smell. No opinions, no names, just neutral awareness. Now move to your visual awareness, your visual consciousness. Now the eyes are closed, but that doesn't mean the visual cortex is not active. See what you see. The silent watcher of what you see. Now move to your auditory receptors, please, aka ears. Some sounds are pleasant, some may not be pleasant. Make them all neutral. Once we master our consciousness, we will no longer be assaulted by the pairs of opposites. No longer will pleasure and pain have any effect over us. That is true power. Now, continuing to develop awareness of sound, here's a seed thought for you, an anchor point for the mind. Remain with the eyes closed, focusing on sound. Physical vibration is a beautiful seed thought to keep the mind anchored. I encourage you to practice a rolling Om chant with me. Rolling meaning it's continuous, over and over. Please exhale completely. Inhale. If you're not chanting, go ahead and try it. Just try it. Feel the vibrations. Let your mind rest. Make it smooth. Now be still and hear the subtle remnants of the physical vibration. Okay, please return to your deep breath now. Inhale completely. Bow the chin and slowly begin to open the eyes. As you move through your day, I'd like you to please just ponder the concept of releasing the past. Just ponder it. Don't believe it, just ponder it. How light would you feel, or how different rather? Does the past make you who you are? Does the future hold our salvation? Just ponder it. See you tomorrow, bright and early.